Hey, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Neophyte Stack. Been a while. Update on my debt and go through the trackers that we've been tracking. So, stocks have been pretty much in the paper everywhere. Everyone's talking about stocks hitting all time highs. A lot of talk about recession always, as usual. When stocks start to tend to pump, they, the fear mongers are out there talking about it can't keep going up and it's gonna crash. So S&P 500 10% year to date, it's doing well. It's on track to do another 20% probably. Silver's up. It's moved up 3.5%, so that's really good for silver stackers. We're getting into that $25 territory and that $26 territory. That's where I feel like the sell off happens and it always crashes the price. We'll see what happens. I know a lot of people were waiting until $25 silver to offload some. I've been finding really good deals on Facebook group pages where they just sell. You can get $25 an ounce silver. That's all day, every day. A lot of people are paying attention to vintage, so they can get a little bit more premium, and I think that's where the market is at right now. Everyone paying premium for their silver. So Silver Eye, the iShares Silver Trust SLV, it's up 4.3% for the year, 93 cents. So that's good. It got as low as $20 and some change, $20 and a quarter. For the year, that would have been a good time to buy. You would have made $2 on each share that you got. Still tracking it. I haven't had any really good buying opportunities much. I'm still taking care of that debt. A-Mark Precious Metals. This is kind of interesting. It's down 3.47 points, or $1.02. It got all the way down to 24.50 back in February of the beginning of the year. So if you bought there, you made a couple bucks on each share, which isn't too bad. But again, this must be related to sales on bullion. I haven't been buying. I haven't had an urge to buy. I'm not dollar cost averaging or anything like that on silver. So I feel like I'm in a good position with silver. Even though I don't have a whole lot of ounces, I don't have, the 1,000 ounces of most stackers, but I still feel good and confident with the stack that I have. It's in the few hundred ounces, but, adding to it doesn't seem appealing to me right now. So that's kind of interesting. Again, the S&P 500 market is just pumping. And what to expect if this is a 10%. So as of right now, the beginning of the year, year to date, you're making 10 points, right? 10%. If it drops down to 5%, or if this goes to 20% and then has to drop to 10%, that's where you buy. Pay attention to this. We talked about this in earlier videos about, is it going to hit 5,000 points? It did. It went past it. But moving forward, you just got to keep an eye on the buying opportunities. I bought a position back in October. I talked about in Berkshire Hathaway B. I still have not been able to add more. That's something that I'm constantly looking at to add more at the price or below the price that I got into, and it's gone way above it. So it's doing well. I think it's turning around 16, 17%. But I'm still always looking for that buying opportunity for Berkshire Hathaway B. I feel like it's a really, really good stock to be buying or dollar cost averaging in. But because of the price point, I don't want to I don't want to minimize the gains that I've already gotten and buying more of it right now at a higher price. So I've set money aside. I put my buy orders in. I'm just patiently waiting for some kind of drop to happen. If it does. If it doesn't, then I'm okay with that too. If it runs, I didn't get a whole lot of shares, but man, I would love to add more. Update on my debt. My debt barely moved this month. I anticipate next week I get paid, and it starts a new month. So I'm guessing that in April I'll have a much better reduction on my debt. Not much has changed from this from my previous large credit card to last week. I think through the month of March, I've added and paid off nearly $1,000. So even though the difference is like a couple $100, I was using the card to buy groceries, gas, necessities. I didn't really go out a whole lot. Maybe went out once or twice for the month. and I was just taking the kid around. But it fluctuated. I want to say $1,000. It got up to like 14,000, over 14,000. $500-600, and then I just paid it back down to 13,750. So 13,750 is where it's at. That's the large credit card. The rest of these are um, student loans. That's what's left on them. I'm gonna just pick them off one at a time. I'm not really too motivated to pay these things off as fast as possible. I probably should, but I'm just trying to tackle this one, this number 10 loan. That's the credit card. So moving forward, I'm just looking for buying opportunities on Berkshire Hathaway B, and I'm actually taking little slices off the top of my stocks that are doing well. So again, the market's good, and I'm finally getting some greens, and I'm taking profits off the table. So that's kind of interesting. That's something that I never did prior, and I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of like enjoying, taking it and setting in those gains. The gains at the end of the year, will be added to my income, but that's okay. I did sell one loss, and oh my God, I've held onto the stock for over a year and a half, and the minute I sell it, some like pump happens within a day. I probably wouldn't have sold anyways because I'm always at work and I don't have my phone, and I can't trade when I'm at work. But it popped and went over what I paid for, a couple cents over, and I could have got away with maybe like a 30% return if I was paying attention on the phone the whole day. But I didn't, and it ended up crashing. I ended up selling it, and I felt like in the beginning I bought it for the wrong reasons. Obviously, it was a speculative stock, but I just got tired of it, and because I was taking the gains off selling some of the stocks that were doing well, I needed that balance. So I probably won't owe anything as far as capital gains because it'll probably even out. But it was something interesting just to kind of experience, is selling off a couple of shares, locking in some potential stuff for it. That was about it, guys. I'm trying to think of anything else. So today, silver stacking. I haven't been watching videos or anything. I've just been trying to, get a hang of what's going on in the stacking community. So I put silver stacking today, and I want to see what videos came out today. And it says, kind of FOMO, kind of not FOMO, but we'll see what happens. This one says, bullion dealer reveals the secret stacker. What happened to silver? Junk silver, what's it going to be worth in 2024? Silver's never looked so explosive. I'll just leave that there. Silver Eagle price going back up. Ooh, that's interesting. Alert, pay attention to what's happening in silver with silver in China. I will double check this video. Revealed the real winner, platinum or silver stacking. CoinShop dealer, we're already in a bad spot for silver. Didn't notice this. $100 silver, who would buy it? Best silver gold deals. Oh, that's interesting. Louis Silver is going to give you the rundown. It's 100% certain silver is next to go completely crazy in 2024. Wow. Alert, how silver price reacts to gold. Record run. Experts all agree on timeline for the 2024 silver rally that will turn stackers into millionaires. Are you guys ready? California bankruptcy, everyone brings everyone down. Silver drops. I was looking at this, and I actually commented on Pound of Gold's video. He was reading an article. I was trying to Google and find what article he was writing, so I just added a comment saying that he probably should add the article so we can all follow along and read it. This is pretty interesting. Cali, that's where I live. Bankruptcies happen all the time. But, this was kind of interesting. I didn't get through the whole thing, but I definitely will. So desperate for gold. They are doing this. Ooh, I don't know what that is. I'll check it out. Silver Bank hikes rates. Bad for silver. This needs to stop. Last warning from Andy Segment on the Fed. Trapped dilemma. Whitney Webb. I see $2,500 gold. How it plays out. Ooh. The market watch I didn't get to see. That was 1 day ago. 8 hours ago. Here we go. Must see. Near proof. Ooh. Stacking Surfer. SCG. Hooking it up. Sweet. Yeah, I just kind of put silver stacking, and then I use the filter to kind of run through what happened today, and I kind of get an idea of what's going on in the silver community. Again, I don't think much has happened, but we'll see what happens for the remainder of the year. Like I said before, I think that there is going to be a run in silver due to the presidential election. I don't know how it affects it directly, but just from reading in the past, we had a big run up in '08 for the recession, the presidency, war happening still, but we'll see it. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, short video. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is stacking. And for anyone who's thinking about getting into stocks, you probably should get into stocks. I feel like once I take care of this debt, I'm going to be sharing my portfolios. I don't manage a whole lot of money, but to me, it's a lot of money. It's roughly around $45,000 in between all the accounts that I have. So that's kind of weird to manage investment portfolios, have that much money, and not know anything about investing. So as I'm learning, but you know, I kind of can share my knowledge as of right now. I'm still always learning. I'm always commenting on other people's channels, trying to figure it out. I signed up for the Cyclical Investor. I want to say I'm going to be adding him. I haven't yet. I just need to. He has a Patreon channel for $5. His name's Corey Kramer. He literally writes for Seeking Alpha. I think it's one of the most legit ones that I've found on YouTube, as opposed to every guru who just I see a lot of felons get out of prison and start talking about stocks, and it's kind of weird. So we'll move forward doing that. And then at some point, like I said, I'll probably share those portfolios. I got into a penny stock of silver, and it did well. At first, it was killing me. And I kept buying and buying and buying. I dollar cost averaged down to 5 cents per share. And it just had a run. It went past 16 cents, 17 cents, which is not a lot, right? If you think about it. But I had, I think I bought 5,000 shares. So at one point, that was me dollar cost averaging every time I went lower. So I dollar cost averaged down. I think I dollar cost averaged down from 10 cents to 5 cents. Ended up buying a total of 5,000 shares, and I just sold off half. And I made, I want to say, 146% return. So it definitely felt weird because you're not dealing with a whole lot of money, but to make 146% return is amazing. Again, if I would have pushed that money into a savings account, I wouldn't even got a penny for it because it was less than $1,000. So anyways, this is going to make the video long, but I'll share that in the next video probably. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.